Hi, Sirisha. Welcome back to Auxilo for part two of our series, which is post arrival, right? So, the series is about how an MBBS doctor from India goes to Germany to pursue her master's degree. So, we have already recorded part one of this video, which is pre arrival. So, the links are down below. Please check it out. And let's directly get into part two, shall we? So, Shirisha, imagine I am like a student who has landed in Germany right now after
Mm,
all I've done, after all the steps you've mentioned in the pre-arrival video. So
right.
now I'm in
Mhm.
Germany with B2 level of German in my hand, and I've landed in Germany. So, what are my next steps? What are my next option? What am I doing?
So first, you should find an accommodation to stay. If you know someone, you can ask them. You can stay with them till you find your own place, or you have to finding an accommodation in Germany is little bit, not little bit, like very much difficult. It's like getting a job. There is a
Okay.
proper there is a proper application you have to put it to it, and you will be asked to visit the apartments, and the owner will literally choose among like 10 participants who sees the apartment, like whoever he likes. And once you're settled in a place, first important thing is like in Germany, wherever you land, within the 14 days, you have your own place. You have to register in the Bürger Bureau. So every person in Germany needs to be registered in this office. So once you get registered there, you can apply for a bank account. You remember in the first part we spoke about like the blocked account, the particular amount of thousands of euros which you have to block to get the visa, right? So you need all these funds to be transferred to the current account which you would be opening once you get the registration certificate from the particular city. Okay,
Right.
you need all this basic things to get into the next step, that is like applying for FSP. That is our goal, right? We have to get first the provisional license and then the permanent license. That is the goal what we have, right? So to start our
Yeah.
post graduation. Yeah.
Exactly. So now we have a bank account set up, and now we've got an accommodation. So you're settled in wherever you have landed in Germany. So what's next for me? Like, because my ultimate goal is like getting a KP, right? That's your
Right.
official medical license.
Right, that is like the main license in Germany. So I will tell about my case. So I landed in Frankfurt. I went to Bonn. So that's where I had to apply for FSP and KP. So once you get all these basic things like get the bank account and registration, what you need is like, you remember we booked a course to prepare for FSP. FSP is a Fachsprachprüfung, the first exam which one has to give to get a temporary license. So you can start attending this course, which is like B2 C1 medicine course. It's called B2 Medizin Deutsch. And then
Okay.
it will be depending on the Schule, Sprachschule, like the language school. It varies from 1 month to 3 months. It depends on which language school you choose to go, right? And then while you are doing the course, you can already start applying for the hospitations in the nearby hospitals near your area, right? So in that way, you will save a lot of time. Hospitation, it's something like internship or like, observership. For example, there is a hospital near your place. You start applying, like sending your CV to and your motivation letter to the directly to the Chefarzt of a particular Chefarzt is like the HOD of a particular department. Usually, they will call you for a small uh, interview kind of thing to get to know you. and the many applications you send out, the more chances you have to get a particular hospitation. Why this hospitation is important is like, so once you have to know the German medical system, which is very difficult from the Indian medical system. And the next step is to apply for FSP. So you have to apply the FSP to Ärztekammer. It's like a medical council of a particular state. So Bonn is in NRW, North Rhine-Westphalia, that is a state. So I applied. There is a checklist in the official website of the Ärztekammer Nordrhein. Okay, that's where I applied.
Right. And each
You have
state has its own Estakam.
Ärztekammer, yeah. Except for North Rhine-Westphalia, it has two. So basically, every state has one, except for the state NRW, it has two.
Okay.
So so you get that all the documents from the checklist. In this checklist, important is like the translations. You have to get your medical degree, all the documents which are required, which are not in German, should be translated to German. For example, for us, it's like every document is in English, right? So it needs to be translated by someone who is a certified translator, and it should be like, also you should get like Beglaubigung, it's called. At this point, I don't remember the English term for Beglaubigung. You should get this from Rathaus, okay, from your city. So in all these documents needs to be certified again by like something like municipal office, like in India, right? So needs to be certified by the municipal office like organization. It's called Rathaus. And all these you can send it to the Ärztekammer. Okay.
Okay.
Ärztekammer of the particular district. So now we submitted the application for FSC in the particular Ärztekammer of your state. And what happens next? So now you will get a reply from the particular Ansprechpartner, it's called, like who is responsible for you in that Ärztekammer, that they received your documents. And
Like
they
your
will
corresponding officer in that
exactly
Estakam.
like who is
Yeah.
responsible for you in that medical council. They will say that they received your documents. And now, since 2 years, there is a organization, it's called ZAG, which is responsible for conducting all the exams in NRW. Okay. So now what happens is there is only one exam center. Before it used to be like 5 exam centers. So now you will get a reply from them regarding everything from the exam date till the finishing of your exam. So that means these people, they will ask you which month and which year you want to give the exam, FSP, and then you can reply to them saying like, I want to give the exam in, let's say, like December of 2022. You can actually choose the month of your exam, and then after that they will ask you to pay for the exam. And once you do the payment, you have to send the confirmation of payment to them, and then you will get the date of the exam before 1 month of the actual date for the date of the exam. That's when you will get a official letter, either in email or usually it's directly sent it to you, or you can also, I think they also send it by email.
Cool.
And meanwhile, you will be preparing for FSP, and on that particular date, you have to go and attend the exam where it is mentioned in that, it's usually in Münster now, in NRW. Münster is a capital city of that state.
Sure.
So that's basically a short gist of how to give FSP exam. And once you finish the FSP exam, now you are eligible to actually work as a doctor in Germany. But whatever you get the license, it is called temporary license. It's basically
Right.
like work permit. It's called Berufserlaubnis of German. So this you would be once you finish your exam, you pass it. you get a letter from your basics regulum, that is like your region, that you cleared the exam. Okay, and with that you can already start applying for the positions of like PG positions in your desired specialty in different hospitals, and you can already start working. That means you
So
will be earning.
how is it different from hospitation that you mentioned previously?
So yeah, hospitation is like you won't be paid in hospitation. You won't be
Okay.
getting any payment usually, but there are some hospitals which offer payment. But in
Okay.
Once you have this Berufs allowance, you are literally eligible to work as a doctor. You are a doctor in Germany.
So after getting your FSP done to till
Mm.
getting your permanent license, how much time does it take?
It varies completely from one person to different person, and usually it takes like it depends. It it usually varies. Let's say like 6 months till 1 year till you get the
Okay.
date of the next exam. It totally depends on your Anspresh partner, how fast he can process the things. The important thing is like with this temporary license, you are allowed to work for 2 years. So within this 2 years, you can choose the time when you are comfortable giving Kenntnisprüfung, the KP, to get the permanent license. That is our main goal.
So after even clearing your FSP, are you eligible to
Mm.
start your masters?
Actually, you are not officially eligible to start the masters, but you can already start working. But if these years or this amount of time where you'll be working without the permanent license, if this is considered in your masters or not, it is again decided by the medical council. So it's very variable from one person to different person.
So
Sometimes
is
they
it
are
counted in your
considered.
masters or is it not counted in your masters?
It's not counted. It's officially not counted.
Officially not counted.
Not counted, but in some cases where I know the colleagues, they got it counted because of some recommendations from their HOD, or this happens. It's a little bit variable. It depends on each case. Uh,
Okay.
but officially, it's not counted. Your official masters start after you get the permanent license.